Hello, everybody. It's Ken Faulkner. It's box time again. Yeah, I'm getting a box together. If you know what that means. Got a bunch of stuff in here. I'm gonna show you what I got. Um, and some of the stuff is things you've seen already. I've already talked about this first one, and you'll probably know it if you saw the video. It was a funny video. You know, I don't take myself too seriously. I think hopefully that comes across. Um, I just really have to enjoy what I do and realize that I goof up and goof around quite a bit, and I like to laugh at myself. I don't know. And this was one of those cases where my girlfriend got this for my birthday, and she was all excited about that she picked something off my Amazon list, and snuck around and got it bought without. She normally would order on, or just ask me to order anything from Amazon, but she went to her stepdaughter, got her to order it, and she was all excited. And long story short, I had already bought it myself. I actually bought it after she purchased it. I got it on Prime, so I got it faster, and then I took it off my wish list, but it was too late. She'd already bought it. So the cool thing about this, and we talked about what we're gonna do. Oh, we send it back, whatever, and then she came up with the idea of just putting it in a giveaway, which is brilliant, brilliant idea. I mean, I'm gonna buy stuff for giveaways anyway, so it just makes sense. And I gave her the money for the. Forget how it all worked out. Somehow it all worked out. Anyhow, so this is a Kaiser Vanguard big box. That's why this is a bigger box. It's not so much big as much long, because this is a long box. And the reason why is probably what you've been seeing. I mean, because a lot of the brands, Kaiser definitely doing a lot of this. Rosecraft recently, and some of the other ones are doing fixed blades. And since it's not folding, it ends up being a bigger box. Now, I think this is kind of the generic box, because this fixed blade is a little smaller, but it takes up most of the length of the box. This one is the oh, come on now, remember. Oh, it's on the knife. For people like me, it's kind of good to have it on the knife. I totally remember the name, but it gets stuck somewhere. The muskrat. It gets stuck in my head. There's a lot of information. I mean, when you're collecting, just collecting alone, there's a lot of information of different knives and things like that. So it's brand new. Haven't carried it or anything. Pretty much didn't really even take it out of the box. Kind of taking it out to show you guys. It's got a little drop bear sticker. Action. It says action for sharing. And I'm sharing. So hey, that's perfect. That's a good sticker for this one. Here we go. We got the dear customer thing. Thank you for your support and understanding. I understand. Anyway, so speaking about understanding, there's a lot of information. I mean, you get a lot of knives in, especially me. I think I got more of a rate of knives coming in than some. Obviously not than others. Some people getting things in so fast. But just collecting wise, you can get kind of overwhelmed with all the stats and names and information. And it's got a little maker's mark there. It's 154 cm steel. It's probably a really good steel for a little fixed blade. That's just good solid steel. Great size. I really like it. 3-finger. I'm really getting into this 3-finger thing, which I don't like when it comes to folders so much. As much as I do with a little fixie, because of the fact, I think it's because of the fact, the reason why this box is so long is because it takes up more room because you can't fold it. So when you get a little nice short EDC fixed blade, and it ends up being 3 fingers because of it, and you can almost get that 4th finger on there, it ends up being a little bit more convenient to carry. You know, I like big fixed blades, but you know, they're hanging down off the belt, and really, it's kind of bulky, especially if you're, you know, getting into a car or anything like that. I mean, I think camping wise, there's more the appropriate for that size, but this is really good because it doesn't get in the way. I mean, you could just kind of throw it on your belt. I like the appendix carry, and with the soft loop. This one does have a, I'm sure it has a clip on it. Oh yeah, this clip. This is a pretty cool clip. So it is vertical only. I mean, horizontal. No, vertical. Vertical only. But it's still pretty low low profile. It's not like real bulky like some of those Tech-Lock type things. They're great because you can put them on different ways. But this one's nice and low key. So I'll tend to carry this one back behind the back, or kind of to the side to the back, like near my right back pocket. You know, you have the loops in your jeans, and you got that one to the side. I'll be just back behind there, and it's a convenient carry for me as far as when you sit down and stuff. It's not getting in the way, and it's easy to reach and all that kind of thing. It also does have a cord, a paracord for if you want to do a neck knife. That's doable. Some more information here. Got some QR codes. You got all your different languages. We're all set there. Yeah, so I actually have a couple knives with this that I've kept. I switched a lot of things over to soft loop, but this one is not a bad way to carry. You can always get the soft loops on Amazon. I picked some of those up recently, and they're just really good to have, you know, because the Tech-Locks are just too bulky. I mean, if you're getting a small knife like this little small knife, and you want to keep it, you know, compact. Oops. Put this in here. We got the Kaiser cloth. I mean, these are handy, but man, when you got like hundreds of them. Oh, forgot to put it. I'll package this all up so I don't take up all your time, but you get it. Muskrat's great little ED fixed blade. Maybe somebody will get this one and decide, hey, I see what all this ED fixed blade stuff's all about. Or maybe it'll be somebody who's like, yes, I love this ED fixed blade stuff. I told you this was going to be a bit knife heavy this time because that's what's kind of been building up. I need to kind of get some more stuff on order. I got a Hank coming. Last time I checked the tracking on it, looks like it's coming Wednesday. So you won't see it until I'll throw it on a video during the week so you can see what it looks like. But theoretically, it should be here by next weekend, if you know what I mean. So this is one of the ones that I picked up, and I just did the video on this one. So you may or may not have seen it. I meant to post it on Friday. I filmed it on Thursday. And meant to post it on Friday, but I got home and my brain was dead from the week, and I just got into the hive and I just forgot. So I posted it this morning. So there's going to be a double video day today. This is the Model 9 from Tenable. It's got a really cool G-Carta on the handles. I don't have anything in G-Carta, and I do like it, but I just haven't picked up anything. I don't know that the red on here is a little bit extreme, but it does pop. You know, got color pop, and it is pretty cool. I don't know. I think I would have probably toned it down or changed the color of the red a little bit, but you know, I'm not designing the knife, so it still looks cool. Great place for a lanyard here. Plenty of room if you like that kind of thing. Got the clip that's reversible, the regular folded clip, but it works really well. You know, the Tenable is the budget version of Concept, and you know, they find ways to, instead of like making this like out of some kind of carbon fiber, they come up with a G10 with that G Damascus, and it still has that that same kind of look to it. You know, the swirly kind of decoration thing. It's pretty cool. Clearly got the tenable sign there. I like this blade shape. It's got the sheep's foot, very popular. It's got that little triangular kind of thumb stud and all that. Model 6 with the swan symbol, which I'm not sure. I probably should be more on this stuff, but you know, all this information, like I said, it crowds in my head. Most of my information I have has to do with just dealing with regular life stuff. And I mentioned in the other video that I got in a Kaiser case because they were giving these away. Had the cloth in it, so it's the second Kaiser cloth in the box. But anyway, they're giving them away without knives in them at the show for whatever reason. I guess they had extras and they didn't want to take them home, or I don't know why. But it's great. It's so handy. I mean, they're very easy to store. If you have like a bunch of these, I got so many boxes and cases and stuff like that, and it just takes up so much room. And I don't have a lot of room. So these are nice because without a knife in it, it's very flat and it doesn't take up much room. But anyway, it keeps the knife safe, and it's going into the box like that. Next, we got a third knife. So I think it's the first time that I've done 3 knives. Maybe I've done like a little teeny, but these are 3 basically full-size knives. Now this is the one from my collection that I've had. Not carried tons, and that's partially the reason why it's heading over to the giveaway, because I do actually have another version of this knife. I can't remember exactly why or where I got this one. I guess it may have come in either a giveaway or it was I don't think it would be free knife because it is a pretty nice knife. Ray Laconico. Let me get the stats up on it. Hang on, I'm going to pause. Okay, we're back. And I didn't shut the whole thing off. The other day I went to pause a video. Fortunately, I just started it, but I went running out of the room to get something I forgot. I paused and I came back in. I just stubbed the heck out of my toe. And then when I tried to start the video back on, of course, I completely stopped the video and had to start over. Tried not to show my pain, but I was in major pain. Toes all swollen. Anyway, I'm all right. I'm all right. So this is the Artisan Cutlery Andromeda. It's AR-RPM 9 steel. We're all very familiar with that one. So it's a $56 knife in this configuration, the button lock. I do have another one that does have titanium and fat carbon, and that's why this one doesn't get the love that it deserves. So hopefully it will be going to a home where it will get love. It is very, little slim knife, great thumb rampy kind of thing. It looks very much like Les George design with that kind of thing. But Ray Laconico, he's always got the real slim, kind of sleek looking knives that are very nice. I really like his designs. Button lock works great. No stick or anything like that. With button locks, you're not going to get a lot of detent, so you are going to have that other opening configuration where you can just shake it open. I haven't had it open in the pocket for me before, so hopefully that's okay with you guys. I guess you can play around with the spring strength on the button if you want. I haven't messed with it. Just basic G10, but it's got grip on it, so you can see the grip on there. And we said the AR-RPM 9 steel from Artisan Cutlery. And again, it's got that clip. This the folded metal clip, but they work well, and it's deep carry, so that's nice, and it's reversible, and it's inset. So it's got a lot of nice features. You know, there's no mushrooms growing in the shade. You know, bees used to say that all the time. I thought that was always funny. Yeah, so that's the third knife. This one's coming in a pouch. I got a bunch of these pouches. I was looking for maybe a zipper pouch for it, but I saw this little cloth pouch. If you've bought a lot of Artisan Cutlery knives, you've seen these before. And it works out pretty good. Just kind of do a little bow tie on it. So you're all set for the shipping thing. All right. Have you seen this guy? I saw it recently. Actually, I think I saw a smaller version of it. This one's the 250 lumen one. Belt clip. So it's a little, I always like to kind of like try out different configurations, and so, this is kind of a nice little pocket carry. It almost like a knife size. If you want it, it's got a clip on it in the back. Can you see that there? I don't know if I'm. But anyway, it's kind of got a pocket clip, just like a knife would have. So you could carry it in a pocket, or you could carry it clipped on the outside of your pocket, and it could, be kind of shining on your path in front of you. Durable construction, magnetic base, so you can put it down on some metal and have it sit there. So it's got a low and a high. Runtime 2 hours on high and 10 hours on low. I think this one is it's an L-on-ion USB cable, so it's going to be rechargeable. I always like that rechargeable thing. I mean, I always keep drawers full of like batteries for remotes and things like that, and things that aren't rechargeable. Oh, there it is, right there, right in front of me. So Nebo, it's a new brand that I wasn't that familiar with, and I've seen it on a couple channels. So I'm always looking to try them out. So if you end up with this thing, you can let me know what you think, because I haven't actually got it out of the case, and I'm just gonna leave it in there. But yeah, I'm curious to find out. I mean, obviously I've seen it on other channels, but it's always to get different opinions. People feel differently about different things. Got a couple more things. This is something I was just talking about the other day. This is an old one. This is from a couple years ago, but and you'll see why. But still, it's a coin, and I don't know if you collect coins. Some people probably will have nothing to do with this, and other people will think, man, that is cool. Go right in my collection. Action for you. They've done a lot of action for. Like we saw action for sharing in the Muskrat box. Action for you. 10th anniversary coin. Kind of cool. Sometimes I'll throw these in the pocket. Mostly they just kind of sit in a box. I got some cool ones with the show. They're kind of fun, especially, because you come up with clever, different designs. But anyway, I got a few of these. I might as well throw them in there, and I'm taking the chance that someone's going to like it. If they don't like it, maybe they can find somebody else to give it to. Something like that. Here's another cool thing. At the show in Atlanta this year, I went to the Roxxon booth, and it's funny because I've been going and going and going with all these Blade Show videos, and I thought I was to the end, and then I started realizing, no, I still have this thing. I still have this thing, and I do have a little Roxxon that I bought for myself that I will be showing in a video. But this is a good one because I got to see them, and I was so impressed with what they have. See if I can take this without doing too extensive of an opening. I might be able to show it to you. I'm just really impressed with what they're doing. I think there's so many companies doing things, knives, flashlights. JB did one, Big Red, the other day. It even comes with a little pocket case. He did a video on talking about knives and how many new companies are coming out, and it's crazy. But some of them stand out. Like he was talking about Remet, and how Remet was one of those companies that just kind of came out of the blue, and then they stood out. I think Roxxon is like that. Okay, good. We can really take a look at this thing without really changing the way it's packaged. Got a clip on it nicely. I mean, it's kind of like a Swiss Army knife on steroids, because it is definitely more solid. You can see, I mean, from the picture, it looks like it's something you put on a keychain, but this is definitely more like something you could drop in a pocket. Other than, like, you have the Leathermans, which is kind of like the standard, the gold standard, if you want to say, for these kind of things. But they're pretty bulky for the most part. I don't know enough about this to easily get things open. I can see a knife blade. Wow, that looks pretty nice. And you got a liner lock on that, so that's good. We're just going to kind of stumble through this. I may miss some things. Not even sure I know what this is, to be honest with you. Maybe we can read some of the stats. Let's see. This looks like this part, and it says it's a flat screwdriver. That's interesting. Well, I can see here it's got tweezers in there. Maybe I'm not reading the right part. Can opener. Maybe this is a can opener. It looks like it's got something in there. Probably should have taken some time to look at it. Oh boy. There's some scissors. Oh, I know what. There it is. I'm a little slow sometimes, guys, and that's why my videos end up being long. This is cool. And I remember seeing this at the show. Isn't that cool? You got this in your hand. It's solid. I mean, scissors. And they're big. They're kind of beefy. I mean, they're not the little teeny things. I mean, the little ones are great. I love, like, my SD that I carry on my keychain. Having those scissors is so cool. This is spring-loaded. Really nice. This is a lot more solid. You can do some serious cutting with that. And like I said, it has the little tweezers in there, kind of stashed away. You know, they find little way. I mean, I think this company is just exceptional. So we were talking about the flathead. There's something here. I'm hoping that it's not going to take me too long. I think it probably has something to do with I knew this had to come into play. So this little guy is for the knife, and this one is for the other little tools here. So you got a file, which is nice. It's got a nice Phillips head, not like one of those really flat ones. It's kind of like fully sized. Can opener, cap lifter stuff, you know, because it's got that little edge there for cutting it into a tin can. You got the awl with the little needle thing for if you want to sew with it. Yeah, cool. I don't know if I'm missing anything. I probably am. Oh yeah, the saw. The saw. And maybe, just maybe, I'm getting it all here. Yeah, I think that's part of the scissors. I think that's it. And the saw looks pretty serious. It's got those two rows of teeth, which makes it much more effective in actually cutting things. You can feel it. It's serious. And it's got this little thing on the end that you might use just to kind of pry something, or I don't know. Anyway, there's that. And then you also get some bits. So I am sure somewhere in here there is a bit driver of some sort. And I don't know. Maybe if I look at the packaging. Sorry, I didn't plan ahead. Belt clip. Glass breaker. Got a little glass breaker on here. I don't see anywhere where you can drive the bits. There must be a place. There must be a place because it looks like they're smaller than normal bits, and it even has like a little extender in there. So there must be some place in here. Sorry guys. I don't want to drag it on. It might be just a little fun thing for you to research on your own if you manage to get this thing. Very cool. I really like Roxxon. I'm just excited about them as a company. So yeah, I'll package this stuff up. We're on to just the basics. Stickers. I've found myself with so much swag and stickers from years. I really got to start unloading stuff. Now, some of this stuff is just gonna be random. Some of the stuff you're gonna be familiar with, but there's gonna be random stuff like this. Somehow I ended up with a big stack of these in my my backpack during the show. It's kind of funny. It's a patch. Superior Performance Knives developed in Russia. Kaisler Supreme. Anyway, so I got a bunch of those. So those are probably going to be a bunch. But there you go. Knife Joy. Most people know what that is. Lansky. You know, there's a sharpener. Got Band-Aids in there. These are very handy. I use these on in my backpack. I got several of these, and I keep Band-Aids in them, and you never know when you're going to need one. Here's a little Ranger Eye size patch from Wee. We got the QSP Penguin guy, the Weebles and Wobbles. Very cool. Got a zipper pull. This is actually from Condor Knife and Tool. If you don't like the little plastic thing, I think you can just take that off, like cut it or something, and just use it as a zipper pull or keychain or whatever you want to do. But like I say, there's a lot of random stuff in here. Glow Rhino is also another Ranger Eye. I got a Kaiser patch. They had a bunch of these buttons. You see tactile turn, but you could tell that it's like from the wall. They had a whole bunch of them from different famous album covers. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I got a bunch of those. So those will be thrown in boxes as I go. Spyderco. Forever Grateful. I really like that sticker. It's very cool. Some of them are big, some of them are small. I try to mix it up and give you a range of sizes. I know that sometimes small ones are good for little places. Knife Delights, great channel for like traditional stuff. Smoky Mountain. Of course, I got to throw in a Bees sticker. I always love that one. Mrs. Bees, look at it. Would you look at it? That's so funny. Kinnison, I think it's Kinnison Knives. Born in Texas. May have gotten that at Texas Blade Show. White Mountain Knives. Some of these, obviously, LTWK handcrafted knives, LT Wright knives. If you're into fixed blades, you've heard of LT Wright for sure. Kung Wu, cool little sticker. Damasteel, great material that they've supplied to so many great knife makers. Civivi, Southern Forge, nice with a K. Then we got the Spartan blades. It got the Rosecraft. So, you know, like I said, they got some huge ones like Rosecraft. And then you got some little tiny ones like the D&K knives. I love that little dude. I don't know what that's all about, but he's got some of the crazy. Satu Live, Satu Dave. Barefoot Bruisers now. I don't have one of the new stickers yet. I got to hit him up for that. Arcform. Hey, Dave, if you see this, I got your old one. We were going to get together at Blade Show. I told the story. He's told the story too. We saw each other right at the very good, just walking in. It's like, oh, we ran at each other. Oh, yeah, we'll run each other again. And then look what happened. Edgy Blade Works. They got some funny stuff. There's always tons of these knife stickers. Those are kind of, sometimes it's cool because you find a little narrow spot to put them. But in general, like in a knife bag or whatever, they're like so long and narrow. Yeah, there's Artisan Cutlery. The Valor, I think that one is. Which knife is this one? Is that the Banter? Maybe the Banter? I'm testing my knife knowledge, and you know how I am. There's a Donut. Thrasher's Garage. That's old school. Man, I love Thrasher's Garage. Unfortunately, he went through so many phases, and he wasn't able to really make it all work out. But man, great guy. Brandon, you're the man. Zoom Orphic Cleavers. I don't even remember picking that one up, but you know, you go to the show and they're on every table and you just grab them up without even thinking. Cross denied forge. Pretty cool. Got a hammer, a little cross on the side. Anyway, 10th year Kaiser, top dog. You know this one. This is oh, and then I'm gonna blank. He drives a truck. T-Rex. Terry T-Rex. Kaiser, the drop pair. They got so many different ones of those. Blade HQ. Again, AG Blade Works. I don't know what's going on with that one. You'll have to figure that one out. My first knife fight. I always love that. D&K's got some of the best stickers for sure. Another person that has some of the best stickers. ODC for EDC. Got more Drop Bear. Squid Industries with a big old squid on it. A bunch of Bally's. Hot Shot Oven Kilns. They're always at the shows. If you're a maker, you know, and you're actually heat treating your stuff, those are freaking amazing. They're probably pretty expensive. But I remember talking to these guys, and they said it was like 120 volts or something. And you could just like run it in a regular house socket or something. Blade Bench, they do amazing things. And Pocket Dumps, doing it live. EDC Specialties. So that's the stickers. You know, just some of them random, some of them you don't know, some of them I don't know, but a lot of familiar stuff. So yeah, this is a giveaway. I don't really say it on the video. I want to keep it more to the people that normally watch the channel. I'm not really looking to you know, grow my channel by doing giveaways. I'd rather grow my channels just by people wandering into the videos and liking them. You know, I appreciate anybody that comes in and gives me a sub for sure, because obviously YouTube is going to be affected by that. Any views I get, any comments I get are especially appreciated. But I know not everybody's going to do that, and that's fine. But I kind of like the core people to be a lot of the people that I've given away to. I've gotten to actually know a little more personally, and they're all just great people. And yeah, it's just nice. It's fun. I'm gonna keep doing it. Probably, I think I'm gonna do this one. Is obviously being posted in June, end of June, but it won't be given away until July, which will be next weekend, probably Sunday. So that'll be what, the 6th. The 6th. Look for the video. It's almost always the way it is. If it doesn't go out, it's because my brain fried, and I'll get it there. But almost always, I think I've been pretty consistently good about it. Doing my giveaway on Sunday. So what happens is you comment on this video. There's no special words, no nothing. Just say something, anything. Just keep an eye out for the Sunday video. Now you don't have to. It's not like a live where you have to be there, which is good. You just need to kind of keep an eye out for the giveaway. And then when I do the giveaway, thing, I'll say giveaway on it, make it a little bit obvious, more obvious to people. But by that time, you either won or you didn't. So that's the way it is. So it's going to be United States. So 48. I've done Hawaii. It's not that bad. I just don't want to deal with customs. So I could probably do Alaska without customs. I'm not sure, but I never tried that yet. So United States, or somebody in the United States that can ship it to it, because I did give a giveaway to somebody from New Zealand, but they had somebody in the United States to ship it to them. So there's that. 18 and older, because of the knife thing, or if your parents, are willing to vouch for you, then that's all good. Obviously, we're going to do a random picker on the comments. So if you comment 20 times, it's only going to use one of your comments. So, so if you're doing multiple comments to get multiple entries, it's not going to work. What else is there? Yeah. So I'll do the giveaway. I'll do the giveaway thing, and it worked out. It's been working out really well. I mean, so it's kind of a more normal thing, and then I'll tell you about how to contact me at that point, and what to give information that I need in order to send to you. I guess that's it, guys. That's it, guys. Oh, and remember that there's going to be a Hank, and unless something happens with the USPS, it should be here Wednesday, and then I'll keep an eye out on videos this week. I'll put it up, kind of subtle, but it'll be another little chance for people to know that there is something going on. I usually kind of scatter it in through the end of videos, that kind of thing. All right, it's probably super long. Yep, and so enough talking. And thanks for watching. I don't know if this is too goofy doing this thing, but anyway, it is what it is. Maybe we won't continue. All right, see you guys on the next one. Bye.